Wake up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, uniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two. A morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard. Inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day. The morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two. A morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
See the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun roots, Johnny understands.
Johnny understands.
Let him have it with no problem, see the special man. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
Hey, Carol, what day is it? It's a hump day. How's everybody doing this morning? Hello, good morning, and welcome. It is currently 21 degrees here today. It's supposed to finally get into the 50s this weekend. I can't wait. So can we hear you yet, or can we still just read your lip? Hello? Hello? Anybody there?
You tell me, sir.
You got volume. Ah, it worked. He just got back
You
in.
can hear me.
Yes.
Oh,
Whatever you
thank
do
goodness.
done here,
Okay.
done worked. He's back. They kept trying to talk to him. It's
Let's
like a
let's see if it holds.
Yeah, I noticed this morning too in Auntie Mama's live, I was typing and it didn't even show up. So I had to refresh it and then it showed up. Yeah, it was weird. YouTube was doing that yesterday too, I noticed. Come on, YouTube, get your act together. Let's see.
Really?
First in the chat is Little Debbie. Hello, good morning, and welcome. What day is it? It's hump day. Miss Denise, hello,
Hump
good
day.
morning, and welcome, and hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well with you.
Good morning, Miss D.
Today's quote. Today is the perfect day to start living your dreams. Amen on that one. Tina, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
Good morning,
Yeah,
Miss
hey,
Tina.
sunshine. Oh, the sun is starting to come out. I can see the sun passing through my window up there. There's Jay. He's having internet issues this morning, but I think he got it now. And Carol, hello,
I
good
think
morning,
so.
and welcome. How are you doing? My chat is still messing up. Yeah, I noticed that this
Hello,
morning.
Carol.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to refresh it, and I don't like that. 'Cause I know I typed stuff in the chat and it wasn't showing up. It did that to me yesterday too. Ashley, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And Chrissy and Stacy, hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I chatted with Mark yesterday for a little bit in typing, not physical talking, and he is okay. He's just in a lot of pain, trying to get his day going and trying to get things, moving for himself, but he is doing okay. Still in pain. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers as he is still going to be recovering from his surgery. Other than that, he is home. He is glad to be home, but yeah, he's just got to deal with all that issue and pain. So how was your show last night? I am sorry, but I went to bed early last night. I got a lot done yesterday.
No, it was good. We managed to cover everything we wanted to cover. Uh, Terry the soap goddess stopped by, so got to see her, which was nice. So
Oh,
yeah, it was a fun show.
I'm better than yesterday because head cold got had you down. You had a head cold. Lord Jesus, child, keep it over there. I ain't got that. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, my shirt be all over the place. Let's see. Other than that, if y'all happen to, well, this morning, Auntie Mama's husband, Uncle Daddy, his birthday is today. And also today for our Hump Day auction, we will have Crazy Mustache, Jim and Julie, and Leslie's Lucky Finds on the show today. That was our guest. I've got to stop running outside. Yeah, you better, girl. Girl, they're going to call the popo
Actually,
on
actually, Carol, the no, no, no. See, Carol, the thing is, if you do it more often, you build up immunity. So you've actually got to do more of
Jay,
that,
don't
not
entice
less.
her. Jay, don't entice her. Because she got a she shed in her backyard. No telling, she could be scaring away everybody. Yeah. Huh. Scarlett, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to
Good
see you.
morning, Scarlett.
For over a week now. Well, you can keep it. Do not bring it over here. Angela, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good
Hey,
to see
Angela.
you. Yep, Uncle Daddy's birthday is today. He said, okay. She said, okay, I'll take your advice. Well, look, if you
I
call,
I'm
if
not a
you
doctor, but I play one on YouTube.
Cur- Kirby in the house. Look, I get a phone call. Collect call from whatever parish, whatever city she lives in. Jail. I'm sorry, but I don't know that woman. No, don't call me.
I would just be like, did you get pictures? Because I'm not going to believe you actually arrested her without pictures. And then we
Thank
get
you.
the pictures and we
I'm
air them, but we don't actually bail her out,
gonna have to do that next. Yep. If I get another phone
or we
call,
s-
that's
or
what
we
I'm gonna have
sell
to
the
do.
pic, or we sell the pictures to raise the bail money. One of the
Yeah, there
two.
you go. Do you have proof? Send it to me. I want to see it. Baby girl
The
vibes.
national the, Na- the National Enquirer is asking for the pictures.
And the question, the big headlines on the advertisement is, "Have you seen these two?" That'd be funny too.
Si-
That'd make a good.
it'll be Sister Mary nudist runs through streets.
Yeah. They should be making a whole new song about the streak, an updated version at that. Well, Carol,
Was
how
there
did
a
you get
rock
those two?
slide?
And the
They'll
question
be
would be,
like, was there a
Carol,
rock? Was there
Carol,
a
how did
rock
you get those
slide
two black
down there?
eyes?
No, but there were boulders running down the street.
Carol, how did you get those two black eyes? Yeah, I hope y'all staying warm too, because Lord Jesus, it dropped in the 20s last night when I woke up this morning. It was cold. And then supposedly it'd be in the 50s. But one good thing I have to say lately in the afternoons is finally getting rid of all that snow in our yard. We got a big old dump site right here in the end of our street in my yard, and kind of found out they broke my light because now my light on that end of the in my driveway don't work now. They broke it. I
Mm.
had to go dig it out the snow yesterday. Hitting me in the yeah, right. Okay, YouTube is tripping because I'm getting an internal. Yeah, they've been doing it for the last 2 days. Yeah, they having some complications, I guess, with the internet. Yeah, yeah. Also, don't forget the coming up on the 28th, we do have our Friends Selling with Friends. But on April the 25th, if you would like to be on there, I have one spot left. Make sure you email me and let me know, and I'd be glad to add you to that list. Angela says she's already gotten it twice. Always keep bail money tucked away. Girl, look, we're gonna have to raise money on them pictures. when it comes to Carol. I have an internet error on Facebook today. Really? Are you complaining, Carol? Well, yeah, if she goes out on her she shed and she cold, no wonder.
So
It's not the
so
weather.
I do know that yesterday, last night after our show, there were major internet outages everywhere. Facebook was down, WhatsApp was down, Twitter was down. So much stuff went down yesterday.
Hello,
It was
Auntie
probably all the
Mama.
power we were pulling for our show.
She says, good morning to the host, the guest host. Jay is with us until Mark comes back. And
Good
he
morning, Auntie
is
Mama.
Jay from Misty Media. You might see him in the chat under Misty Media. You're welcome, baby girl. Yeah, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to send me proof. I like that idea. Thank you, Jay. I'll have to remember that next time I get a phone call, collect call from the jail for Carol. Still dog sitting till Saturday. Oh, so you're not home. That's even worse if you get caught streaking and it's not even your own house. Girl, Steven, hello, good morning and welcome. And Jennifer, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are y'all
Lady
doing?
Jennifer,
Good to see y'all. Welcome,
best
welcome.
moderator in the world.
Yeah, we know we know Scarlett. That's what we were talking about. Yeah.
Like
Well,
the girl was 69 in her picture needs to explain about nude photos. Yeah.
yeah, right? Exactly. And if y'all notice, I did change my picture on my channel too. Chrissy and Stacy saying hello. I have not. Yep. All right, we caught up in the chat with everybody. So you have anything else going on coming up anytime soon, Mr. J?
We just have a bunch of publication happening over the next few days, and I am going to be swamped with book releases. It's a good position to be in. Just like you guys have your product listings. That's the way I feel when I finally get my books up and running.
Okay. Jessica, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you.
Good
Welcome.
morning, dumpster girls.
Tell me about that poll. Oh, y'all still got that poll going on? Okay. Lord Jesus, child. All right, so without further ado, we're going to go into our topic of the day as we do this on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. And don't forget on Friday, we do our Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? I do have a lot of lineups already, but if you have any items you would like to share, make sure you have them in my inbox and my email by no later than 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this Friday. And send it to CajunNewsReseller@gmail.com. And so without further ado, let's get into our topic of the day. All right, we're going to go over the topic of the day, and I do have it starred, Tina, for your question, but we'll go through the topic real quick first. Uh-oh, we lost Jay. It's never too late to live every day as it is a gift. Don't let it slide through your fingers. Today's reminder is simple. It is never too late to start living every day like it's a gift. So many times we get busy, distracted, or stuck in a routine or a rut, and before we know it, the day's already starting to slip through our fingers. But every morning we wake up is another opportunity, another chance to learn, to love, to even help someone, to change or chase a dream, or even simply appreciate the little moments. The truth is that it's time, and is oh, that's Jay coming in. And the truth is that it is one of the most precious gifts we have. Once it's gone, we cannot get it back. So today, don't let the day just pass you by. Slow down, be grateful. And Jay, you know you can pull yourself in, right? Slow down, be grateful, and make the most of the moments you're given because it's never too late to start living life like the gift it truly is. And Jay, you know you can pull yourself in, right? I guess he doesn't know that. Are you having some technical difficulties? Yeah, you can pull yourself in. So your thoughts for today's topic. It's never too late to live life like it's a gift. Don't let it slide through your fingers.
And can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I had to reconnect it. When you started playing the video, it dropped me out. Um,
Angie, hello, good
you
morning,
know,
and
as
welcome. Uh,
as somebody who's sort of had a second chance um, at life, uh, I'm grateful for every single day that I'm above ground now, um, and I make sure that I understand that it's up to me to make the most of every day. It's how I approach the day that makes the difference on whether or not I appreciate it or don't appreciate it, um, and whether or not it's a good day or a bad day. So uh, for me, it every day I have to remind myself uh, that it's a good thing that I'm above ground.
and that's true. And again, we have to live it to the fullest, but only you can do that. No matter what anybody else says or does, it's up to you. It's your decision. All right, we're gonna go real quick to to Tina's question, Mr. J. What is your take on launching video storybooks on YouTube?
Um, I would be careful right now with the way that YouTube is working. That I'd be very, very careful about trying to establish any kind of brand or anything like that with storybooks, just because they're a little bit YouTube's a little bit out of control at the moment, and there's some copyright stuff going on that might be a problem as well. You don't really want to, if you're offering if you're offering your storybook in other formats, so like print and ebook, I would actually not publish your storybook in its entirety on YouTube. I would use that as a marketing place instead. I wouldn't make an actual video storybook, unless of course it's just for fun, or you're not looking to make money off it or something like that. But I wouldn't put full content like that could be easily copied or redistributed uh, on your channel. I would use your channel for marketing or for those storybooks that you don't mind giving away for free.
That brings up another good question that I have because I've been taking these classes with AI, and one of the things that they're promoting as far as you can write up a book or create a book and an animated story. How is that able to be done on YouTube if you're doing this and you don't have the actual? Because one of the things I heard was that AI, you don't actually have the rights to it, that you can also get sued for copyright infringement.
So it does depend on who you go through to generate that. There are some companies that if you sign up for a subscription, it includes a commercial license for anything that you create. Most of the companies out there do not offer a commercial license, and you absolutely cannot get a commercial license from any of the AI unless you're paying for a membership. There are no free memberships out there on the internet that include a commercial license. And if somebody tells you that there is, they're lying, and you will get yourself in trouble with copyright. That is one of it is looked at so stringently that you need to really read the fine print of whoever you're going through to determine whether or not either a commercial license or a Creative Commons license is included. But most of the time for AI, it won't be Creative Commons.
Because I know I pay for because when I create a song, I write the words and then I go into it and I use a Word document to keep it. And then I use like Chat GPT or Gemini or one of those to kind of reword it a little bit for me, but keep those words like I want there and kind of reword it. And then I put it into the song program I use. And when I'm done, I do get a commercial license that I can put in my if it's ever asked, do you have a license? I can just go in my file for that song, and then there's my license. I do have a license that I pay for because I do pay for the program for the years.
And just keep in mind, you don't own that product
Right.
because you cannot copyright it. So anything that you create in AI, and there was just a court case that was just settled this past week, where the judges did determine that copyright cannot be issued on AI created items because it's not being done by the actual person holding. It's not done by the actual human, and they don't issue copyrights to machines. So AI cannot be used for copywriting. So if AI has changed any of the lyrics in your from what you originally wrote, it is now their, it is now AI's song, not yours.
But with the license though, and you're paying for a license, you still have the right to use it.
You have the right to use it, but you can't enforce anything if somebody else uses your song. You have
Right.
no legal enforcement if somebody downloads your song and remixes it,
Mhm.
or takes your writing and puts it anywhere else.
Tina says also, so after the print on demand and Kindle version.
Yeah, and actually, Tina, I would do illustrated stuff does not do well on Kindle because people can adjust the size of the print to best suit their vision, and as a result, what you think may look really good on a Kindle page may look really bad on another Kindle page when somebody resizes it to look at it. I usually recommend that if people are doing illustrated books, they don't go the ebook route; they strictly go print.
And good morning, Tooch. Be careful out there on that road. Be driving, be
Tooch.
listening, don't be typing. So, do we have any comments, questions, or anything on feedback on today's topic? When it's never too late to live every day as it is a gift, don't let it slide through your fingers. Is our topic of the day. Plus, of course, we have questions in the chat, so we're making sure to get those answered for you as well.
Good morning, Miss Regina.
That is my favorite tool. Reminds me of micros. I'm a little confused on that comment.
I think she means Chat GPT.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious how many folks have how many folks have adopted using Chat GPT to or other AI to help write your product descriptions for the either for your live shows or for stuff you're posting on eBay or things like that. How many of you are still writing your own, or how many of you are using AI to write those for you now?
I do my own, but when I write the songs, though, I do write them up on a spreadsheet. But again, for me, I just basically write the words on how I want it. But when it comes to listings on any platform, I do not use. I've when they first started with it as a beta kind of test, I did try it, but I did not like what it did. So you were able to switch it back to your original description, and I've never done it since. I just don't like it. It's just too generic for me. And if I gotta sit there and re-edit everything that they typed, it's not worth it for me. I just want to type my own to begin with. That's how I look at it. I don't think did Regina come in? I didn't see
Well,
Regina.
I saw a link from Jennifer, so
Yeah,
I
she drops links as she goes through, but yeah, I didn't. I'm looking and I don't see her. I'm
oh,
just making sure.
I'm psychic. I'm predicting Regina will enter the chat at some point.
Well, because I see Jessica saying hello, Red Arrow, and I saw yeah. Jennifer usually just drops it. No, she ain't here. That's what I thought. So I'm usually pretty good at catching everybody who comes in. Yeah, Jennifer just drops links. Because Carol and her do their shows on Sunday. Don't forget to check them out. I think they got another one coming up this Sunday, right? Yeah. No. One, two, three. Nope. It was one, two. Yeah, it was last 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be really
Ninja
bummed if my
Tab.
internet connection still sucks when the Hump Day auction is on.
Let's see. Angie says my husband does use it for eBay, and he dives drives me nuts. I hate the AI description. Angela says, I never use it. Her husband does. No, that's all right. I just want to make sure I didn't miss her. I know you drop links on it, but usually I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Just me.
You never need to apologize for anything, Jennifer. You're the best moderator on the planet.
No, I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Yeah, Glenn's here. Good morning, Glenn. How you doing? Good morning, hello, and welcome.
Swampy.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's always the second and third, and we got 5 Sundays this month. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 5 Sundays this month.
Ooh,
Wow.
Carol, you're not going to be with her this Sunday? Is there drama behind the scenes? Can you spill the tea?
She's only on there 2 Sundays a month. That I know already. Second and third only. Because she doesn't do the first Sunday.
I know.
The second and third, her, Carol, and on the fourth, and if there's a fifth Sunday, she just plays it by ear.
Well, that's not as much fun as like having drama. Did you guys get into a
Hello,
fight?
good morning and welcome. Hi, everyone. Finally, I'm here for you. Morning to be able to come on in. Oh, well, thank you. Mark's doing okay. He's at home, but he's in a lot of pain. Just taking it one day at a time. He's okay. Michael, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
Howdy, Michael.
All right, Glenn, don't work too hard. And how's sweet Zane doing, Melinda? eBay, YouTube, whatnot. I use him most of the life. Perhaps.
Wow, you're really into AI, Miss Tina.
Wow, I want to do all that. One of the things I have to ask Tina, if you're using it for recipes, I actually don't like, and I stopped watching them, is ADHD Dave, where all his videos for his cooking channel is all AI recipes. What I don't like is a lot of times the recipes that he is doing, quote, is carb or keto or diabetic free. No. A lot of the ingredients he is using, and this is my opinion on why I don't watch him anymore, everything he does is, and from what I'm gathering from watching the ones I did, I don't agree with a lot of the ingredients they're using when it comes to using it for diabetics or keto. But if you're going to get AI to do your videos or your recipes, you might want to try them first and see what the results are. Because from what I understand, when they give you the nutrition value for the ingredients, it's off. It's not true. So be careful on using it for recipes. From my experience and what I saw and what I've been watching. Not only him, others too, but he's really good for that because he just wings it, But still, you got to be careful with that.
Although I have a feeling that a lot of people don't look at those recipes in terms of the nutritional value. They're just looking for a recipe, something they haven't tried or something new to serve.
You make it sound hard. It's like a digital journal. Soundboard. Yeah, for me though, again, I don't like using AI when it comes to that because I find that, and for me, I do. The reason I do that is because, one, I'm trying to cut down on carbs. I'm trying to cut down on sugar. So a lot of times I have to readjust the recipes anyway. But if I'm going to do that, I want to make sure it's as close as I can to what I want. Again, I'm not going to use someone else's video when I don't know exactly what they looked it up and what they prompted to do when it's not coming up correct. AI is only as good as the prompt. That's true too, Michael. That's true. But the nutrition is a value that I have to look at, especially if I'm cooking something and Robert wants to try it or he wants to enjoy it. He won't be able to if I'm not looking at the carbs and the sugar, the intake. Again, I do have to modify it, but yeah. Carol, Jay wants to.
Yeah, I mean the whole prompt thing is the old. I am not playing with a squeaky toy, but my boy Zeke is. He's annoyed that I am not paying attention to him and paying attention to all of you. So he knows that normally if he annoys me by playing with the squeaky toy, I'll end up paying attention. So I'm sitting here and blatantly ignoring him while he does his thing.
Tina says, got to count your own calories. I don't count just calories, I count everything. He helps me he helped me understand the high protein and fat take hours to process. Then that's why I go low after eating, then high. Yeah, that is so true. Actually, hello, good morning, welcome. Says I've seen a lot of Comic Con banning AI created art and prints. Oh, really? How can they tell? That is a good question.
You know what? There is a very definite look to things that are AI generated. After a while, you can really start to spot it. I'm starting to get a lot of submissions, book submissions that, even though we're very upfront that we will not accept any AI generated books, um, I'm starting to see more of it. You have to learn to look for the telltale signs. Things with like the hands are almost always wrong, feet are always wrong. Um, you have to look at the details, but there's also a certain pixelation to it that you can tell it's fake. And in writing, it's really obvious because there's no emotion. It's just it's a story, but there's nothing underneath. I mean, no substance for emotion at all.
Matt, hello, good morning, and welcome. Michael says, I was trying to find a scene from a movie I saw 35 years ago. Good luck with that one, right? If you remember the name. In the obscure movie, I didn't know the name of that was only on VHS.
Hello,
Dang,
ABC Matt.
ChatGPT found it for me in 5 minutes. Wow. Let's see. The biggest clue on writing is long hyphens.
Yeah. Yep.
Long hyphens? Hmm. Yeah, I'm still learning the difference, but I saw Carol. Thank you for telling me about that, saying that about me finishing. I've been doing a lot of different lessons each week, and some of them it takes me 2 days to do. But I'm like on number day 19 on days straight, and right before that was six. How did I miss one day? I don't know. I thought I did it that morning, but I didn't. So now I'm on day 19 straight. But I'm still working on the different programs, and there's a lot of them. Some of them I would never use, but it's part of the what I paid for. So why not you do it? Matt, how are you doing? AI, when tastefully done, it's okay, but then sometimes you don't want to overdo. Yeah, exactly. You gotta be precise with your prompts. That I'm learning for sure. If you start with your own idea as a base, then tweak as you go. Your thoughts on that one?
I'm okay. I'm okay with it when it's planning something out, but when you start getting into creativity where it needs to generate a story or it needs to generate artwork, that's not possible without it having been trained on other people's existing works that were not compensated for, and where copyright wasn't respected. And I can't do that. Yeah.
So would you literally put in the long hyphens within your prompts?
No, it just AI just adds it to it where they're not necessary.
Okay, interesting. How
The
about you,
big thing
Ted?
is the lack of the big thing is the lack of emotion. You can read I mean it's just a bland story every time. Very very factual and direct. No, it's rarely descriptive. It just
In
lacks
the
all the
one course
emotional
I'm
emotion.
doing, it talks about how you got to give it your emotions, how you want to talk, and all that stuff. But yet, when I hear the results, you can tell it's AI. It's just a flat
Yep.
recording. There is no real person reaction when they talking, and that's just something that I can tell
Right.
immediately, and you can tell it's an AI generated, obvious. Especially when you watch these commentaries of things that's like Robert, that's an AI, because he does a lot of watching of different things, And on weekends, we'd watch it together. And it's like, Robert, why are you watching an AI show, a video? I don't know.
I think there are some really terrific uses for it. I mean, again, I admit we've used it to write some book descriptions when I need to know I know need to come in a certain number of words, and it does a phenomenal job with book descriptions, and the authors are happy with them when I run it past them. So. There are absolutely uses for it. I just don't think it should be allowed for creation where the person is getting monetary gain off of it. I don't think is okay. But
I
for
don't
the
want
way
to
that
say,
Tina's talking about, like,
go ahead.
when Tina's talking about using it for all the different ways she keeps her life organized and things like that, absolutely. I mean that's having something you can bounce it off of and be able to get a different view on it than you would have gotten otherwise, is very very helpful.
I said hello. What you mean I skipped your, let me go back. Where did I skip you at, Melinda? I want to say something real quick, and I'm gonna go look for this, Melinda. I'm not sure what you said. I skipped you on. I said hello to you, and I said Sweet Zane too. Um, Thanks to Michael, over a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, when I said when AI was really getting out there, and Michael was talking about it, and I said I would never use AI. I don't understand it. I don't want to get involved in it. Never say never. And he said that in the chat to me. And to this day, it's a slap in my face again because here I am taking classes on it. So yeah, don't say never. All right, let me go back and try to find this comment from Melinda said I've skipped her. I am going back and looking. There's that one. Melinda, what you mean I skipped? What did I skip you on?
I'm curious, folks, how many of you out there regularly check out books from your public library, whether that's either print or ebook? And how many of you folks actually have ebooks available from your public library? I know not everybody lives in a big town, not everybody lives in a area with libraries with big budgets, but I'm curious how for those of you if you even have time to read between trying to like get all your stuff photographed and listed on your sites or getting your shows done. If you do read, how many of you folks have time to? How many of you folks utilize your public library?
Yeah, I read that comment. I'm just going through the chat and see what I missed from Melinda.
I know my comments are loading really, really slow.
Melinda, please let me know what I skipped on you, boo, please. I'm looking. I saw where you first came in right there. I'm gonna go real slow from thereafter. Yeah, I said hello to you and then how sweet Zane. I know that. Jay don't start rumors. Carol. That one. Oh. That aggravates me if I miss something.
Well, it's never intentional.
I know I don't like to do it, but if I do and it's brought to my attention, I'm going back and look. But we had that question.
He's like, I got my honor to defend.
Well, I don't want nobody to say I skipped him and I didn't. Trying to find this. Okay, we saw that question.
Yeah, this is interesting with the comments, the way the comments are loading in for me. I'm definitely behind on comments.
Right, Matt says when it's safely done, but sometimes you don't want to overdo it with big stuff. Two, if you start with your own idea, then you can tweak it. Johnny, okay, that's where we were there. Right. AI has no empathy or emotion. And use the word. Yes, I noticed that in all the different programs I'm using, doing. I'm learning. Can be good tools if you need them.
That's
Yes, exactly.
that's why, Matt. I would rather somebody just learn proper writing skills. Just write your. That's what an editor's job is to help you flesh it out, make it sound better. Um, that's what we're here for. I would much rather somebody just write that what's honestly coming out of their head and send that in, and let's work together on tweaking it to make it sound better and flow better, and not wait. The amount of time wasted in AI trying to make it all work is time that could have been better spent, developing somebody's own personal story.
All right. Michael says, Jay, AI can do hands and feet really well now. You have to look at the background, incorrect windows, people who disappear. Let me make sure I show the
Yeah,
picture. Incorrect window, people with disappearing on walkways walking through cars, flags, and makes no sense. Exactly. Thank you so much, Matt. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, New England Kids, for your live shows. It's really helping me more than you know to hear from everyone. I am. Oh, but thank you so much, Matt. It's time for the morning chair dance. Let's play this for you. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And this is for you, Matt.
The dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let him have. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let him have it. With no problem. Let him have it.
And thank you so much. And also, Melinda, because I'm caught up now right here. If you said something in the chat, I know there's some issues where some comments are not showing up. Would you please put your comment back in so I can make sure to check for it? Because as of right here, I did say hello when y'all came in, but and you kept saying hello to everybody, but I don't see anything thereafter. If I skipped you with something, please make sure to type.
What's funny, Johnny, is I just now in Evie Mux just now saw her comment that said Johnny skipped me.
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah.
Like that literally just popped up.
I'm just making sure, letting her know that I didn't do it intentionally. But if you could, please make sure to retype it. I don't go to the library. I love going to the libraries. We have a little bitty small one in our town, but to me, it's big for this town. And I say little because the building's small compared to other libraries that I'm used to in New Orleans. But here, it's pretty nice for our town. My local library, maybe. Oh no,
Interesting.
too many unread books of my own.
Yeah, I hear you, Ashley. I've boxes and boxes in my unread pile.
Nothing like holding a book in your hand. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, until your vision goes, Tina, and then it's like that's my biggest frustration is that I can't, unless I'm getting large print books. It's very, very hard for me now to, even with upgraded glasses, it's hard for me to read regular print anymore, and I miss it.
Good morning, Joanne. How are you doing? Good morning, hello, and welcome. Melinda, please typing in what I missed in the chat for you, please. Because I don't see a comment about anything you might have
Wow,
asked.
all of a sudden, all of the comments are flooding in. All of a sudden,
I'm caught up because where I'm at here is exactly what I see in the chat.
yeah, that. But I mean, I literally just had 10 scroll through.
Yeah. So please, Melinda, let me know what I missed, please. You know I'm gonna write.
Honey, relax.
I
You
don't
are
like this.
relax. You are. I am sure she is not taking it as personally as you are. As you're a little over the top, honey. Take it down to a level 4.
I don't like to upset anybody. All right.
I
While
don't
I
think
do
you're
this, if
upset
you
at
would
all.
keep up with the chat and shut up, I'm gonna copy and paste the links because I gotta cheat. I cannot do what Jennifer does. All right. There's Jennifer's channel. There's her Etsy. And here's Buy Her a Milkshake. So he can bring all the boys to her yard.
I would love to keep up with the comments if they would show up. Oh, YouTube. What will we
Let's
do with
see.
you?
If I put up my vision on a book, I'm in trouble. Yeah, you would be. We all would be in trouble. But would you sell them? Probably so. San Antonio Main Library was. Oh, okay. Really?
I love it when they use. I love it when they use like libraries for locations.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. I don't like upsetting nobody. All right, and there is the link if anybody would like to come on up and promote your channel and anything you may have going on. Yeah, Jennifer knows me. I've been doing this for over 6 years, and trust me, I don't like to miss. All right, should be pinned to the top of the chat, so y'all can come on in. Make sure your camera, your mic is connected because it won't let you in here unless you do. Not trouble, Miss Carol. Pictures fun to read. Uh, trust me,
Oh, but
Tina.
trust me, Tina, we do not need a glimpse inside Carol's head. There's enough that we got to deal with when it comes out of her mouth. Can you imagine if we went to the point of origin? That would just be too scary for yeah.
Yeah, you see that? She says, "Are you sure, Tina?" Yeah, you got to watch out with Carol.
Yeah, not Carol.
No,
Carol's haunted. That's what her head is haunted.
you got to watch out for her. Warning, warning.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Exactly. I used to love watching that. That was one of my favorite little shows.
I always hoped that there was going to be, somebody would finally do a decent remake or, the movie was not good. Actually, none of the. I think they've done a movie twice now, and it was just like,
Tina
didn't.
says it sounds exciting and new. Read the comment right above that one, Tina. I'm not highlighting that one. Yeah, you got to watch out for that dough girl.
Tina, if you want exciting and new, I believe that's what they used to say about the Love Boat. That would be a lot safer than flowing down the same ocean with Carol's uh, sense.
Yes, you're right about that. Yes. Oh no! You have to restart your computer. I hate it when that happens. No more reach. No more remakes. Need new ideas. That's right. Jay, Kevin told me I can't buy any more Hummels, and doesn't know.
Uh, Brother, you should be banned from buying Hummels. He's gonna and see if you don't tell him, he's gonna start freaking out, thinking they're multiplying on their own. He's gonna be like, Michael's milkshake brings all the Hummels to the yard. They're all gonna
Thank
be
you,
uh,
Jennifer.
they're all gonna be showing up.
Yeah, I don't need. I understand, Jennifer, but I usually mod my own. But I understand we got that under control. I understand. I just let you take over the chat on that one. For her. Yeah, that I had to get used to that last weekend because I'm so used to it. But yeah, I understood. Yeah, because you mod for her own channels already, so it's all good. I got you. Thank you for letting me know. I kind of figured you would.
So Johnny, how long have you been doing the Hump Day auction?
Episode number is 6 years, but today's episode is 200. I gotta look at the number because I put the episode in the chat in the title. This will be episode number 261 today,
That's fantastic.
knowing the hump day.
How did you come up with the idea of doing the Hump Day auction?
Well, first of all, I had my very first auction February 13th on the Victoria's Live with her and Queen Cleopatra. And then Queen Cleopatra used to do a show, the Royal Auction, which was on Fridays. And that was in February. And then in March, I started adding a auction, and then again at that time nobody was doing anything on Wednesdays, so I went on ahead and picked a Wednesday, and then Queen Cleopatra and I would have different guests on once a week. That was before I went on ahead and had a permanent guest, a co-host, and then I would rotate and see who was compatible, so to say. And so that was back in March of 2020. And that's why I started the Hump Day auction. And then, of course, I've had others that I did as a pilot program, and then gave them away to those that I was working with to teach them along the way.
It seems like a
That's
lot
how I
of
got
people.
started.
It seems like a lot of people started up in 2020. During the pandemic, seems like
Well,
a lot.
I actually started before the pandemic on November, Thanksgiving Day in November of 2019.
How
On
many of you folks out in the chat got started during the pandemic as a way to you know be able to make money when things were shut down, or a way to keep yourself sane?
Michael.
Michael, Johnny's been alive since Baby Jesus and Baby Moses were holding it.
Excuse me, I'm only gonna be 60 years old in June. Come on now, y'all need
Oof,
to get that. Yes,
oof.
right. 60.
ARP material right there, kids.
I'm already on the AARP. What you talking about? And I got Robert on the program too. And I'm also on what's that other one? Consumer Cellular.
Oh my God, are
Uh,
you really? Uh,
I sure am. And look, they saved me some money. You darn right, I went with them. I missed a comment somewhere. I'm looking for it.
Jennifer, anybody would be in great shape to have you around helping out. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You are
Uh,
one fantastic mod and a good human being at the same time.
Miss yeah, she's got some amazing stuff. I'm waiting one day where I can go to her house and shop at her house, which I've been to her house. I've helped her move things around in her office and kind of helped to get an idea, but don't even know how you remember all of these auctions. I do because again, when I first started, I put it on my calendar one, but I, for me, I've always been that way. Like this month is gonna make 4 years. I've already had chai, and I remember the day we got them, where we got them, how we got them, and everything. So yeah, things like that I can remember. And that's one of the things is putting it on the calendar. But I actually started in 2019 before the pandemic even started. Melinda, Zane is doing great, busy with scouts, and I've been watching him on Facebook. So I didn't hear yet. What was it I skipped? Please tell me. Did I
Agriculture
hear
Club, that sounds pretty cool.
pandemic made me want to resell and also be on YouTube creating? Yeah, I started YouTube. I actually started when we moved here in 2019 of June. I already knew before I even started and we moved that I was going to be reselling, and I was going to get into that. And I started actually my first listing on June 24th of 2019 of July. And that's when I first did my first listing on eBay. But then I started only on eBay first, and then gradually went to other platforms by October. And then I became a full store level in eBay. And then in November is when I did my first video on Thanksgiving Day. Yeah.
Melinda, you've piqued my interest now. What do they do in their agriculture club? Because I mean, I kind of know what 4-H does with that, but are they actually growing stuff at their school? If they grow stuff at the school, does it get used in the cafeteria with the students? Like, I'm really curious. If you could throw a little bit in
Melinda,
there, that'd
if
be
you
awesome.
can drop your Facebook page, you can see a lot of that stuff on her Facebook page. He is
Cool.
involved with, yeah, he's involved with it a lot. He does a lot. She's not upset. I just want to make sure. Tina, hello, good morning, and welcome. And Tina, I want to thank you for leaving those comments on the video. Speaking of Mia, she's
Good
here.
morning to you.
Mia, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Even though she called me a devil. Well, if the shoe fits, girlfriend, wear your horns.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
And that just came out of my mouth, Tina, no, here is the first week of April.
Yeah, we're getting into that spring break season. You folks got your
Speaking
spring
of
break
that,
stuff to be.
Friday is the first day of spring. I know that crazy because the weather ain't gonna be showing those first day of spring.
Everybody,
Uh,
everybody, everybody needs to be bringing out their spring stuff for their auctions, and
The
And
one for
other
the one I did a pilot program for was with Kim. It was the TGIF auction. Let me go back on my videos. Hold on, lives playlist. Um, TGIF. Buy it now. The one with Kim was the Sundays. Sunday Fun Day or something like that. Um, I can't remember now. I'm having a brain freeze on that one. I want to say it was a Sunday Fun Day for Sunday, and that was when I gave to Miss Didi, virtual shopkeeper Didi, and then Kim was the Friday TGIF buy it now.
what do you mean you gave it to them?
Well, I started it as a pilot program to teach them because they want to do their own and how to run and do an actually basically like co-hosting, but I had taught them how to do it. And then
Gotcha.
once they were ready, I handed it over to them and let them do it. Like they did their own thumbnails, they did their own show, had their own guests, but I even had them set up for guests for a couple of months. So when they were ready to take it over, they took it over.
Gotcha.
That's why I call it a pilot program and then handed it to them. I did everything from thumbnails, getting the guest, lineup, descriptions, all of that. But once it came for them to take it, they had at least 3 months worth of guests already lined up. It was like a pilot program. And I did that twice. I'm trying to think of what else I did. Yeah, that was the two. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Matt,
was
I love
trying
that
to remember
question.
the names of those auctions that you were drawing a blank. Yeah. The TGIF buy now sell and the Sunday Fun Day. I do have playlists, but I don't know if I have them public or not.
Did you see Matt's question?
That was a question. How many people remember their very first item they put up for sale? I do. Mine was an actual facial cleanser program, the whole kit. I actually bought it from a garage sale. I paid $5 for it, and I listed it, and it sold within 2 days for full asking price of $289, and at that time I was using 86 cents.
Wow, you were that must have gotten you hooked right from that very first item selling. You saw
And
the
my very
potential.
first item I sold on Poshmark was a Brighton bracelet that I sold on Poshmark 3 years ago when I first listed on Poshmark. I don't remember. So, what do you remember what you first sold and how much and what? Okay. Michael says, I started YouTube 1 year before Johnny as Nakoma Finds. That's what I met him on as Nakoma Finds. That's right. What did you? Yes, I did. One was a Friday. Yep, it was Friday. Buy it now.
Oh, so
Jay,
Tina, you've been around a long time too.
greenhouse where they plant and green give to the local food bank.
That is fantastic.
Now, also, I'm not sure if you know, Sweet Zane also does a Toys for Tots toy drive every year. And this past year, he had donated the most by the help of this community to have him the most. And what happened was they gave him a gift. You need to go watch the video. I ain't telling you what it was,
What a great kid.
but he wanted one thing for Christmas, and they gave it to him for Christmas. It's a video on her channel. Go watch it.
What a great kid.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This year, his goal was 1,000, and he went over that for 1,000 items given for Toys for Tots for Christmas. He's an amazing kid. I'm just telling him and helping. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep, we said it 3 times, and there she was. FFA is the group starting when you were.
Oh, okay. Future Farmers of America. Yeah. Okay.
Johnny, I refreshing and comment skip isn't in the chat. Sweet Zane said to tell you he missed his favorite Johnny on YouTube friends. Maybe he'll get. I hope he does come back. And that's one thing I have to say. Don't let anyone bully you into not wanting to do what you enjoy. Melinda, you know I will be there for you and Sweet Zane as whenever you're ready to come back. You know I'll be there for you. I'll be there.
Zane is
Oh,
clearly a good kid.
yeah.
That's good
I
stuff
don't
right there.
even though I don't consider him a kid. He seems like a grown up. Yes, he is a kid, but he has a mind of a grown up.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, hey, it comes from good upraising, right?
Yeah, exactly. And again, anytime you're ready, you or Sweet Zane, let me know. You know, you got my number, you got my email, you got my social media. Let me know. Mine was HP expired. Found at Goodwill for 99 cents and sold for $36. My first sale was a lot of toys. It was at 3 a.m. and one person in my chat. I was running for Congress. Yes, you were. I remember that.
What?
Yes, I remember that.
What?
And you said
Michael,
you
you
were
ran
going
for
to.
Congress? Wow.
I remember this. Yes, I remember that. Me too.
Wow.
Who would like to know who did that? Well, we're not going to get into that, but just say they were wrong. It should not have been done. They should have mind their own business. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that topic.
Michael, you're quite the Renaissance man.
Yeah, I remember all of them. And then Michael used to come and chat with us after the shows with him and Patrick. Yep, I remember that. Well, if anybody would like to come on up after the show's over, you're more than welcome to. Don't forget today at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern
Hump
Standard
day?
Time is the Hump Day auction. If you would like to be a guest on the Hump Day auction, my next available date is July the 29th with one spot left.
That's awesome.
And I already have bookings for the rest of the year, but I'm trying to fill up the month as we go. And that's the only one I got left. And then come June, we got a couple more days left in June. But also, if you would like to be on the Reseller Community Shop Hop Train Sale for April 25th, I only have one spot left. Make sure you reach out to me so I can get that lineup done as well. Let me get back into some comments I see coming in through the chat. Melinda, don't let jerks rule you. That's right. J.I. ran again, Chip Roy, and Wendy Davis.
Wow.
Tina, if you still have toy email pics, already started filling out the toys, tots, toy drive. He will be okay. You see, he's already starting already.
Hey, honestly, the way time flies, it almost makes sense to start as soon as the other one's over.
Yeah. Well, we also, and I say we because a lot of us bought toys during a auction and had them sent to him
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
as well. Now, I have to say, and I'm only saying this because this is how Sweet Zane did to when Melinda sent me a message. She bought it through my eBay store. I gave and took it off my eBay store, but I matched. Bought like 12 of one toy, and I say he because Melinda bought it for his toy for Tots. I matched those 12 so he can have 24 of them
Nice.
off my eBay store. So again, if y'all go shopping, speaking of that, don't forget I do have an affiliate link in my links below, including the new merchandise. If y'all wasn't here yesterday, I do have the Big Cartel merchandise links back up and running. I finally took care of that, not realizing what was going on. I finally figured it out. It's back up and running on my Big Cartel. That's where you can find the new and some of the old logo merchandise for this channel on the Big Cartel link. It is the first one in my links of this channel. Also, if you go into the links, you'll see the new storefront affiliate link for Amazon for products that I use to do YouTube, eBay, reselling, whatever, lights for cameras and filming and all that kind of stuff. It's an affiliate link, so if you use it, I do get a cut of something as far as you helping another way of helping the channel. So make sure you check those out. Don't forget to mention, Jay, about the books that you are talking about for giveaways for your
Yeah,
channel.
so we do have a promotional program through Misty Media. We are happy to provide to any of you folks completely free of charge any print books or ebooks, if you want to do that too, from our catalog to give away as prizes on your channels. Again, absolutely no charge. We can either drop ship it to the winner, or we can send you the books for you to go ahead and send out to the winner yourself, so it comes in under your shop name to them when they win. The only thing we ask is a mention on the air of who did the donation, and a mention in your comments for your show. And you can pick whichever books you want. We'll be happy to work with you on whatever you'd like. This is kind of a win-win for everybody. Just shoot me an email at that email address right there, jhartman@mistymedia.com, and we'll get you all taken care of.
There you go. And also, don't forget, today at 1 o'clock, we do have our Hump Day auction, where today we got Mia, Crazy May Stash, Jim and Julie, and we also have Leslie's Lucky Finds as our guest today for the Hump Day auction. Come back and support them as well. I just host the show. I don't sell on the Hump Day auction. I just host it. So again, if you have any ideas for a topic for a show, make sure you reach out to me and let me know whether it's for a Thursday show or even if it's for the morning boost. Let us know, and I'll be glad to add it to the lineup. Zane is pure lightness. Yes, he is. But again, there was hatred, and yeah, it was aimed towards him. So as I say before I end each and every show, on a positive note, as I always say before I end each and every show, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hit. If you want to come on after the show, where the link is at the top of the chat, you're more than welcome to join us. Y'all later.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. See the special man.